I had a feminine awakening. Don't think it didn't come without paying a big price. I had to quite literally burn down my entire life. I had to leave all the societal structures that gave me safety, all of the conventions that gave me identity, and forge out into the unknown and find myself through a lot of different means. But one of the biggest ways that I discovered who I was and got in touch with my divine essence and why I was put on this earth to live this one precious life, I found my purpose through books. I read a myriad of books, and I'm going to go over for the next few weeks the main topics and points of all of these books so you don't have to. Like so many women, the woman at the top was living in the confines of what everyone had told her to be, who she had to behave like, and the things she had to accomplish to be a lovable woman, to be an acceptable woman. And once I broke free and went on a wild feminine journey to discover who I was actually essentially at my core without all of these labels, confines, and titles, I quite literally stepped into the most beautiful, authentic, powerful version of myself, which the photo below depicts that. It was not easy by any means, and most women will not do it. The price is too high. So forgive me if I consider myself somewhat of an expert on the divine feminine awakening because I have walked the walk and talked the talk. The first book I'm going to go over with you was probably the most exponential in my awakening, and it is A Radical Awakening by drshefali. I'll make a few videos for each section of the novel detailing what exactly the points are that she makes and maybe sharing a few anecdotes from my own life. This woman quite literally had it all. I had the family. I had the big house. I was able to stay home. I had a pretty easy, cush life. I had a community around me from my church. And through all of these structures, I identified myself. And yet, there was something deeply missing within my soul. No matter how good my life was, I always felt like something was missing. I never felt like I was even living my own life. I felt like I was living a life that somebody else had defined for me. And I did what so many women do is gaslight ourselves and blame ourselves for our discontent. Society has taught us to do that, to just be more grateful, to go to therapy and figure out why we can't just be happy with all of the blessings that we have. But if you are here right now, it is because you are being called for so much more, and you are being called to strip away all of those identities and layers and really get to the crux of who you are. Make sure you follow and join me as I cover all of these books that had such an impact on my life.